for Disney, just maybe, this is the way. Hey guys, welcome to my Mandalorian and Grogu movie review that I will be keeping spoiler free and rating it using my super sophisticated 5-star rating system. And please stay till the end of the video because I want to tell you why I think maybe Mandalorian and Grogu, even though it's not perfect, might just be the movie Disney Star Wars needs right now. And also let you know if this is worth the actual drive to the theater, because I mean, we're used to seeing these two guys on streaming. And full transparency, dude, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, also a Disney fan. I raised my daughter with all this shit. So after some hit and misses with Disney buying the property, I was just going into this like, please don't suck. And I'm here to tell you, thank God, it does not suck. Directed by creator of the show, Jon Favreau, and written by Favreau and Dave Filoni, bro, we got two die-hard Star Wars fans doing this. And The Mandalorian and Grogu plays as a continuation of the show. I'm not saying you have to be caught up on the show to understand what's going on, because you don't. You don't. But there are little Easter eggs, even from season 3, like little items, little people that you might see. And yeah, it's kind of cute to see them and be like, oh, I've seen them before, but it's not mandatory watch. It's not. And like the show, this very much is like just no details. Starts off with like a bunch of missions, and it's like levels in like a video game, and that's cool. With the Empire defeated, there are like officers, warlords, Imperial sympathizers, and you need to get them and you need to catch them. And it sounds like a job for a Mandalorian. So yeah, he's out there doing bounty hunter shit, which is cool. Action scenes are very well choreographed, surprisingly pretty violent, minus the blood, obviously. I mean, you need to watch the rating. It's a Star Wars movie, but he's kind of John Wick here, but like a Disney John Wick. Yeah. And I love the costume design here because you do see original trilogy designs. Original trilogy is my love language. And also some slight variations. I'm just saying there's some cool Stormtrooper stuff here. Yes. And I'm not a prequels guy, but there's even some prequel stuff here that I'm not going to get into. But it's cool. It's small, but it's neat. And I appreciate it. Yeah. And I am thrilled to tell you guys, none of this feels like cheap fan service, which Disney Star Wars, you know, they've done that a few times, yeah, once or twice, yeah. But here, nope, it feels organic, it's part of the story. Mickey isn't like popping out of the screen and being like, look, it's your childhood, smile. No, none of that. It's awesome, it's cool, and it works. Something else that I really like here is that The Mandalorian and Grogu avoids some of the stupid, silly stuff that kind of comes out sometimes on the show. There's no Vespa riding biker gangs or like silly kings and queens. This movie actually takes itself seriously while still having fun. And when there is humor, it lands for the most part, yeah. And the pacing in this movie actually does work for the most part, yes. Even though there is a part where the movie doesn't just slow down, it slams on the brakes. But pay attention because this is where the film really does show all of its heart to you, even though it still could have been shorter. Yeah, they really could have taken 10 or 15 minutes off this film, but I get it. You don't want audiences to feel like, oh, they're just watching an extended episode of The Mandalorian. You want to give them more. So yeah, I get it, yeah. And going into my negatives, there's a bunch that are just like a me thing probably, but then there's one that's everybody maybe. As for the me thing, I don't like when Star Wars feels too much like it's on Earth. There's a lot of cool like homages to different films, like you have some Thor Ragnarok here, you have some Flash Gordon here, but also Blade Runner, and the thing is with the Blade Runner, it's for a planet that's visited, and it just feels like I'm in New York, dude. So it kind of throws me off. I also don't like when characters sound a little too much like they are from here. I'm not saying they sound like they're from Brooklyn.
I can't help you there.
Or Mississippi.
He just led off toward the casino.
Or some guy that's trying to act like Roger Rabbit. But no detail, there's a character here that ends up being very important and getting quite a bit of screen time and sounds like your friend that you just chill with and shoot the shit with on a Saturday. Which is a little weird considering who and where they came from. The music here, badass. Bro, hearing the Mandalorian theme in a theater freaking speaker system, yeah, yes. But there is one song in the score that felt really out of place to Star Wars for me. It took me out of the movie every time they played it, and they played it a few times. It's like semi-modern techno with like a layer of cheese. You'll probably be fine with it, it's just a me thing. As far as negatives that are not just a me thing that you're probably going to hear from some critics, one could argue this movie did not need to be made. There's no real character advancement and no real like, oh shit moment. There are actually Mandalorian moments in the show that I consider a little more memorable than here. And listen, I did like this movie. I like Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm just warning you, don't expect the end of season 2 here because it's not. But here's the thing, and please hear me out. The Star Wars fan base is probably the most difficult fan base to make entirely happy. Each generation has their own trilogy, dude. Yeah. And Disney did itself no favors by buying the property and then rushing a freaking sequel trilogy with 2-year release schedule gaps in between, resulting in a start with tons of potential, followed by some make shit up as you go storytelling. And the little kids that saw the sequel trilogy are gonna grow up at one day and gonna love the sequel trilogy. But for us, the prequel and OG guys, freaking we're like, what the hell was going on? So what could Disney Star Wars use right now? How about an easily digestible movie with main characters from a show that everybody likes? Yes, it's not groundbreaking. It's incredibly safe and not going to be on anyone's #1 Star Wars list. No, but it does its job by being a fun movie that the entire fan base can actually enjoy and not fight over. And right now for Disney Star Wars, that's a win, dude. All business Kathleen Kennedy is out. And diehard fanboy Dave Filoni now runs Lucasfilm. I see this movie as a palate cleanse by 2 lifelong diehard Star Wars fans. The type of people that should be making Star Wars movies, not filmmakers who don't care about the IP. Rian Johnson can my. Now, is this worth a theater trip? Dude, it's Star Wars. I saw AT-ATs on a freaking IMAX screen. What are you even talking? Freaking go to the theater, bro. Just don't expect this to be Empire Strikes Back and you'll be fine. Guys, if you've seen it, what did you think about Mandalorian and Grogu? Let me know in the comments. Also, please like, subscribe, or whatever. Hit the bell for notifications so you can freaking see all my videos and shit. Thanks for watching.